can't talk about it, I'm gonna cry. Sad. Hi, I'm Maisie Williams and I play Arya Stark. She heads north, back to Winterfell. When she has that reunion with Sansa, it feels really odd.
What suits you, Lady Stark? Jon left you in charge.
He did.
She's the Lady of Winterfell, and I think Arya wants to just dig a little deeper into what that means to her, and she sees little holes in Sansa's bravado. She's spent the last period of time analysing people, that she's just kind of like a human lie detector now, and I think she sees a lot of holes in Sansa. She meets Bran again, and he's been given a Valyrian steel dagger by Littlefinger, and he doesn't need it, so he gives it to Arya. Arya finds out that Sansa did write a letter that confirms all of those thoughts when she was younger, that Sansa was behind her father's death, and little does she know that she's being played by Littlefinger, and Littlefinger has them both where he wants them. Just when it looks like Arya's about to be put on trial for false charges.
You stand accused of murder. You stand accused of treason. How do you answer these charges? Lord Baelish.
They end up killing Littlefinger. Brutal. From that moment, they wanted to make a conscious decision to really see a change in Arya. I never could have survived what you survived.
You would have. You're the strongest person I know.
I believe that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Don't get used to it. Still very strange and annoying.
And the end of season 7, you really see a newfound respect for Sansa in Arya. I kind of wanted to continue that in the new season.
Hey everyone, it's Fentony. So I'm back again with another Game of Thrones Season 8 character promo video, and this time I'm going to be doing one of my favourite characters in the entire series, Arya Stark. This is definitely one of my favourite promos so far. I really enjoyed hearing Maisie Williams talk about Arya's storyline. We've watched Arya grow up on the show, but we've also got to remember that Maisie Williams has grown up alongside Arya. She spent all her teenage and adult life playing the character, and you can tell it's extremely sad for her now the show's ending. I think Maisie was perfectly cast as Arya. She's a great actress and she portrays her so well, whether it be the tough side or the softer side of Arya. Her arc from season 1 to 4 is my favourite arc in the entire series so far. And when she leaves Westeros in the season 4 finale, I still get pretty emotional with that scene. I was so excited for her Braavos storyline. It was somewhere new, and I was excited to see what would happen to Arya. It does have its moments, but also major problems. Season 7 starts off very strong for Arya, with the cold opening killing the Freys, and then meeting Hot Pie, and of course Nymeria again. I'd love to see Nymeria come back, but I'm not exactly sure if that's gonna happen. The direwolves are not that easy to film, and they're not very cheap either. But Season 8's got a much bigger budget than they've had before, but they're also going to be using all sorts of new effects, so the direwolves might not make it. But I'd love to see Nymeria and her super pack return once more. One of my highlights from Season 7 was Arya returning to Winterfell, but the Winterfell storyline in Season 7 has big issues, and it made little sense at times. The Stark sisters feuding kinda got a bit boring, and it was kinda unnecessary. You can tell they're waiting for the Season 7 finale to get the Littlefinger death payoff, but it drags on for so long and it was unnecessary. But I've got high hopes for Arya in the final season. Maisie Williams talks about a change in her, and she respects Sansa and wants that to continue. Season 7 ended so well for the Starks, but Season 8 is going to bring major problems for everyone. Jon and Daenerys are coming up to Winterfell, and Jon's bending the knee to her. We know that Sansa won't be happy, but we don't know how Arya will react. Sansa told Arya that once Jon sees her, his heart will stop. She was always close to Jon as a child, but that doesn't mean she'll side against Sansa. Gendry and the Hound will also be at Winterfell, so there's going to be a lot of heartwarming moments for Arya, but that's all before it kicks off in episode 3 with the biggest battle in television history. But it's also going to be very character driven. It's not just going to be a CGI fest, and it's going to be about different characters, lots of different characters having their own different points of view. I think it's extremely likely Arya is fighting in this battle. She'll probably have to defend Bran and Sansa at some point, kill some White Walkers and Whites, but I'd love to see how she actually fares in battle. Her skills are more stealth based. We've never actually seen her fight against a giant army. I do think she survives the battle though, and she'll eventually make it down to King's Landing and play a massive part in Cersei's downfall. Alongside Jaime, Arya is one of the favourites to kill Cersei. Cersei's always been on Arya's list. She wants revenge for what happened to Ned. I don't know if she will get the chance to kill Cersei, but like I said, I think she's definitely involved in her downfall. But it's not all about brutally killing people. A lot of people describe Arya as a cold killer, a faceless man assassin. She has them skills, but we're going to see a massive change in her. Maisie's actually very tight-lipped when it comes to spoilers, but what she said in a recent interview has piqued my interests. I've always said I wanted her to find peace. The things that have been driving her through her story have been very bitter and twisted and aggressive. I would love for Arya to find her true self again and let go of this anger and revenge that's accompanied her on this journey. I'd love for her to be happy. And she was also quoted as saying, in this season, she has completely different goals, which she has never had before. So this is actually very interesting. Maisie wants her to return to the Arya that she was in the past. The tough little kid, not the cold assassin. And she also said that Arya's got completely different goals than she's had before. We know that Arya never wanted to be a lady. She was a high-born female born into a powerful family. Chances are she'll be married off. Just because she's got different goals doesn't mean she wants to become a lady and marry a fancy lord. But I think it might mean she's fighting for more than just revenge. This list is all she's had for some time. Revenge was her only goal, but now she's reunited with her family and friends. She's got more to fight for than just revenge. I do think Arya survives, and I'd love to see her happy. But whatever happens for her, it's not going to be a completely happy ending, because a lot of loved ones are going to die. But I'd love her to find peace in the end. Give up her quest for revenge, settle down, have a good life, rebuild the world after the War for the Dawn. But I want to hear what you think. Do you think we'll see the softer side of Arya, now that she's got more than revenge to fight for? It definitely started to show in Season 7, and I think it's going to come full on circle in Season 8. She's got her family and friends now. She's got more to fight for than just revenge. And do you actually think she's going to kill Cersei? So I've got plenty more videos to come. I'm still working on these promos. If you guys want to see your favourite character next, just let me know and I'll get around to it. We're still waiting on the trailer to drop. We've not heard anything yet, but once we do and once the trailer drops, come back to the channel and I'll break it all down for you guys. Anyways, remember to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're new to the channel and you love Game of Thrones, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.